two-time Copa America champions. Be a great way to boost their morale and to wrap up the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers with a stellar record, especially when it comes to goals conceded. Just 5, we mentioned, in the entire tournament. Tagliafico trying to lob it for Nico Gonzalez, who puts his body, shields the ball with his body. Gonzalez tackled and fouled by Franco. Here's the cross to the inside. The header in the near post by Tagliafico. Play still alive with Foyt. Mastantuono. Good ball for Julian Alvarez. Easy for Alcibar, who clears it. And the coverage is perfect from Valerdi. Backwards for Dibu Martinez from Lo Celso. Oh, and more bad news for Venezuela. A goal for Colombia. 2-3 now, as all eyes will go to Bolivia. And the hope will be, at least for the Venezuela fans, the Venezuelans, plural, the hope will be for a goal by the Carleto Ancelotti-led Brazil, without some of their stars also tonight. They only need for Bolivia to not win, so a draw still puts Venezuela in the playoff, scheduled for early next year. Valerdi. Nicolás González. Tagliafico. Leo Valerdi. Foyt. Opens it one more time for Franco Mastantuono. The cross from Mastantuono. Tagliafico with a header. Maybe coming back from an offside position there. Nico González. Alvarez has to go all the way back to get this ball. Julian tried to switch it across, and Baez just booms it away. Rodriguez running with everybody. Valerdi on the coverage. Hincapié. Oh, poor pass from Piero. But they recover it quickly. Willian Pacho punts it forward. Rodriguez gains at least a throw-in. Another goal from Luis Suarez. Not the Uruguayan Luis Suarez, of course. This is the Sporting Lisbon man. Former Almeria and Olympique Marseille man. Valerdi back for Emiliano Martinez. Dangerous pass to Tagliafico, who just has to send it away. The run from Alcibar. Good pass. Good touch, rather, from Valerdi. McAllister opening it for Nahuel Molina. A pass. And joining the attack on the right side. Mastantuono. Gonna cut back to his left. Mastantuono with the shot, deflection, and a corner. Gonzalez wants it. Lo Celso with the execution. And almost there for Nico Gonzalez. That would have been something. A bit of fortune telling from our director there. Very, very close to connecting on that cross was Nico Gonzalez. Mastantuono. First touch pass for Nahuel Molina. Tagliafico couldn't get it. But now it's all Argentina as they press quickly. And the pitch is very big and very wide for Ecuador. But there goes Kevin Rodriguez, a machine. Kevin Rodriguez is going to get another yellow card on an Argentinian defender. In this case, it is Valerde. What a run, a powerful run. With horsepower speed from Kevin Rodriguez. Already in the final 10 minutes of regular time. Ordóñez. William Pacho. Hincapié. One-on-one against Nahuel Molina. Hincapié. Piero just fell to the ground hoping to get a call. Pacho. Bite. Letting it go is Foyt. Long ball opening it towards the left, and the control is there for Gonzalez. Tried to keep going, but couldn't go past Franco. That's a goal kick. Last time these two nations played each other, quarterfinals of the CONMEBOL Copa America in the United States in 2024, a 1-1 draw, and Argentina qualifying, advancing on penalties. Prior to that, 2 1-0 victories for the Albiceleste, a friendly and the World Cup qualifier for Qatar. The last time they played in Ecuadorian soil, it was a 1-1 draw with goals scored by Julian Alvarez, this guy right here, and Ener Valencia in minute 93 to tie the game up. That day, Argentina went with Jerónimo Rulli on goal. Montiel, Martínez Cuarta, Lucas Martínez Cuarta, Otamendi, Tagliafico, De Paul, Paredes, McAllister, Álvarez, Messi, and Gonzalez, Nicolás Gonzalez, precisely. And a foul committed by Mastantuono. No foul, says Roldan. Lo Celso, and here's Tagliafico, back to Giovanni Lo Celso. No way to connect there for Julian Alvarez. Valerde almost no, actually playing one-on-one on the back line against Rodriguez, the dangerous Kevin Rodriguez. 6 minutes away from 90. Molina with another cross. Ordóñez. And Lo Celso able to get it back. Tagliafico. Gonzalez. Tagliafico fell down. Referee says play on. McAllister. Juan Foyt. Molina all alone. Gonna be tough. And he plays it back to Foyt. Valerdi. Tagliafico. Everything happening in the perimeter now for Argentina. Tagliafico. Valerdi. Foyt. Inside Mastantuono. Poor control. And he loses it. Not a good intervention from Mastantuono there. Stuffing is John Jeboa. Alcibar. Pacho. Hincapié. Páez. Vite. Good auto pass. Kendry Páez. Pedro Vite. Over the top. Ordóñez. Alcibar. Now it's Ecuador who is pissed. Ping-ponging it around. Tiki-tiki. One-touch pass. Beautiful stuff. Alan Franco opens it wide for Pedro Vite. Lovely possession from Latri to the delight of the fans. Alcibar. And the shot from Hincapié. Foyt. Mastantuono. Mastantuono. Nico Gonzalez. Mastantuono kept on running and now he is offside. Tagliafico. Valerdi. Molina. Foyt. Nobody in the box for Argentina. Alvarez goes back to play the ball on the ground. Somebody needs to try something different for the Albiceleste. Mastantuono. Tagliafico, low cross, easy for Galíndez. Very close to a huge victory for Ecuador, just in terms of what it would mean to beat the team that for many is the very best at an international level. Maybe together with Spain, if we take into account the recent results of both these countries who are scheduled to play in the Finalissima next year. The Copa America champions representing CONMEBOL and the Euro champions representing UEFA. Opening pass. Wide. Oh, Mastantuono fighting with Hincapié. Going head-to-head, going face-to-face with the youngster from Real Madrid. Alcibar. Hincapié. Vite. He keeps on going, a little bit lucky, but nonetheless. Ball for Jeboa. Trying to go past Foyt. And it's a goal kick. Lo Celso. Foyt. Tired legs. The Argentinian side of things. The whistle from Mastantuono. Tagliafico. Final seconds of the full 90. We'll see how many minutes get added on. The cross, Mastantuono with the control. Mastantuono, Lo Celso. Another goal kick. Shot went on top of the bar. Hincapié, a man down. In Ecuador, 5 minutes will be added on. We'll play till 95 at the Anco Pichincha Stadium here in Guayaquil. Lo Celso, nobody there to run with him. Only Alvarez against 5 or 6. That's why he has to go backwards. Laterally, at least, to hold up the play. McAllister, I think he also ran out of legs. Alexis did. The change coming in Ecuador for the final minutes. They had one more in their back pocket as McAllister opens it to Molina. Lo Celso. Voigt. Inside for Franco Mastantuono, who cuts in, who cuts once again. Mastantuono inside the area. They bounce it off of Mastantuono. And Hincapié is going to be delighted for winning that duel. Hincapié thought it was a goal kick, and McAllister stepping in and having the back of his teammate, and it is a goal kick eventually. Well, the final change in Ecuador is Alan Minda. And it's going to be Jeboa coming out, who came on in the second half, but apparently he needs a break, a breather. And it's Minda for the final 2.5 minutes. Galíndez sends it away. González lobs it forward. Ordóñez with a dangerous header and a foul. Extra aggressive challenge from González. Tough game for Argentina all across the board. A game that, of course, does not mean anything, but it's not the way that Scaloni probably would have wanted to finish up this campaign, which has been fantastic, of course. Finishing first. Wow. And a poker scored by Luis Suarez. 4 goals in a 5-2 smashing for Colombia over Venezuela. The hopes are still alive, though, because Bolivia just leads Brazil 1-0. If that result changes, if Brazil scores a goal, Venezuela's in. I think. Yeah, I am right. Goal difference still with the 2-5. Goal difference is still in the favor of the Vinotinto. Maybe you can switch on to that thrilling finish once we are through here in Guayaquil. Maybe the last play for Argentina if they want to at least get a point and not lose their final game of the CONMEBOL World Cup qualies. Lo Celso, one final cross from Nahuel Molina. And Valerdi. Alvarez. Julian. No foul, says Roldan. Rodriguez. He played straight up the sideline, but they can't find Kevin Rodriguez. And maybe one more chance. Final few seconds here. Alexis McAllister. Alvarez. Nicolas Gonzalez. One final cross now for Mastantuono, or maybe for Molina. And now Alexis McAllister. Cut from Minda. McAllister fighting with Foyt. And the game is over. Ecuador have beaten the world champions in front of their fans in Guayaquil. 1-0 the victory for Ecuador. And look at how they celebrated. In a game that does not mean anything, as both of these teams were already qualified for the World Cup, but Ecuador desperately wanted to win this game for their fans, for their countrymen, and they have done it without conceding goals once again as they finish up the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers with 5 goals conceded in 18 games. A fantastic figure that speaks to the defensive effort from head coach Sebastián Becasese and the rest of his crew. Valencia, the hero tonight, scoring his 6th goal in the competition.